Hey, it's Bob Moulton here, and welcome back to Killer Guitar Tone Secrets. Today we're going to be looking at wood tonality tips and the different tonal characteristics that wood has to offer. Okay, just how important is wood to getting great guitar sound? Well, wood types are a critical element in creating killer guitar tone, and we're going to look at a couple different types of wood here to see just what they can do for you. Maple wood is definitely going to have a brighter sound to it, more of a top end, a little more punch in the upper registers, whereas mahogany is going to have a warmer sound to it, a little darker sound, a little bit thicker in the mid-range. And they're both great woods. It's just, what works for you in your tone quest. A great way to compare these two is to try two Les Pauls side by side. One a straight mahogany body, the other a maple top on a mahogany body. And you'll notice that the maple top will definitely have brighter tones to it, a little more punch on the top end, and the straight mahogany guitar is just going to be a nice balanced mid-range thick kind of a sound. Two great woods, and I would recommend highly that you check them both out. Okay, and the same thing goes for the neck and the fingerboard wood. Maple fingerboards are going to give you a little more brightness, a little more punch off that top end register, whereas rosewood will be a little warmer, not quite as much bite. And rosewood is kind of a porous wood, and it's used quite often. You'll notice like rosewood will be used on Les Paul standards. Ebony necks are used more on Les Paul customs, and they are known to be a little more warm with a bite to it, so it's kind of the best of both woods, the ebony. And but these three are commonly used, very popular, and when you know what they can do for you ahead of time, it certainly makes things easier in your quest for the greatest tone. So these three are well worth checking into. Okay, let's look at some woods that bodies are made from. This particular swamp ash, there's two different types of ash, and the main ash is the northern hard, and the swamp ash is actually southern soft, but it is more known as swamp ash. It's a very dense wood. The tone is very bright, but it has great sustain, and this is a very desired wood. I think because a lot of the older 50s Fenders were made from this, it just has a particular tone that people gravitate towards, but it is a great wood, and I do recommend checking out swamp ash. Okay, alder is actually it's a very common wood. This is used quite often in the industry, and the main reason is because it does have a great overall sound. It's very lightweight, but a big plus to this is that you can actually do transparent sunburst finishes on this as well as solid colors, so there's no real limitation on what you can do finish wise, and because it's an overall great sounding wood, it is commonly used. So alder, you've probably played a lot of alder bodies and maybe not have even realized it. Okay, basswood. Basswood is one of my favorites. It's a white color. It's a closed grain wood. The thing with basswood is that it is very soft, so if you do bump it into something, you're probably going to have a little dent. On the other hand, basswood is a very punchy wood, very round and warm, and the Eddie Van Halen Charvel models are made with the basswood, as well as the Ibanez RG series, but it just has an extremely fat tone, and that's why it is one of my favorites. I just love the punch that the basswood has to offer. So again, I would recommend basswood to check it out. Okay, flame maple. This would be, again, like a top that you might put on a mahogany body. But the great thing about the flame maple is that it does have these long streaks that reflect when light hits it. And it's a beautiful wood, a great way to finish with transparent colors, as well as getting that maple top end punch that we've been talking about. So you get the punch, you get the look, and everything with this flame maple. It's commonly heard as tiger stripe maple as well. So this would definitely be one of my favorite woods to look at, as well as any sort of a cap on a mahogany or any other type of wood. It makes for a great top. Okay, Korina wood. This is kind of a thing with the old explorers. A lot of people really gravitated toward the Korina wood, and the fact is it's actually called white limba, and it is an African wood. A lot of people just know the name Korina, so if they don't hear Korina, they don't understand that white limba is actually the same thing. But as you'll notice, the old Gibson Explorers that used this wood, they just had a great tone to them. Really, any one of those guitars you would pick up seemed like they just sounded great. So it is commonly used, and I believe that some of the Epiphones are making their Explorers with the Korina wood today even. So this is something that a lot of people gravitate towards, so it's well worth checking out. Okay, and the koa. Koa is very similar to the flame maple in that you can see the streaks through it. However, this wood is like medium to heavy, and it's great for bass in that it has a real warm, round sound to it, but yet it does have brightness. So you're getting kind of the best of both with that, but you're also able to use the transparent finishes. And koa is just a beautiful wood. It's kind of a rare wood from Hawaii, so it's not something you see every day. But if you ever get a chance to look at koa or try it out, it's well worth checking out. It is a beautiful wood. Okay, and as you can see, there are many different types of wood to choose from. A lot more than we've discussed here, but it can be very overwhelming, and I just want to tell you that it doesn't have to be that way. What you need to do is just decide what kind of tone that you're looking for, and then go to that particular wood that will give you the closest starting point. And either A, if you're building a guitar, you can choose these woods from the start, or you can look for a guitar that already are built with these woods that you're looking for. Either way, you're going to be ahead of the game, because great tone is going to start with your fingers on that guitar. So if you have the combination of the right wood, the whole chain is set into motion for great tone. And there's many other things that come after that, but you need the great starting place, and that's where it's at. So okay, so as you can see, there are many different variables that factor into creating killer guitar tone. The wood a guitar body and neck is made from are just one of the many important factors that help create monster guitar sound. In fact, it would take you years and tons of money to do all the experimentation, gather up all the information, try the different techniques and things to make an educated guess on what it takes for you to get there. You need to be spending your time playing your guitar, writing music, working with your band, the important things. Fortunately, I've already gone down this road, and I do have 20 years of proven techniques, tips, and secrets that will help any guitarist improve their tone regardless of the style of music that they play. You see, it's the elements that you need to get you to your greatest tone. Whether you play country, whether you play rock, your desired tone can be achieved by knowing the elements on how to get there. So, shave years off of your learning curve. This is an absolute no-brainer. There's no reason to even think twice about it. You just need to go to www.greatguitartone.com. Again, that's www.greatguitartone.com. Go there, grab this information. This is stuff you can apply right now, today. These are tried, proven techniques and tips, the real nuts and bolts of what it takes for you to get killer guitar tone. Guaranteed to work absolutely risk-free, so you have nothing to lose. Go there and grab this stuff today, greatguitartone.com. And thanks again for watching this video, and I wish you guys all the best, and we'll talk to you very soon. Until next time, keep rocking.